So as the 5th anniversary is kind of rolling in for whatever it is and whatever it's going to end up being, I just had this thought, and I thought it might be kind of an interesting conversation to have. Just how sad, like, the state of Raid and the state of, like, Plarium and the players is compared to all the other games that I'm familiar with and that I play. I don't see anyone really excited at all about the 5th anniversary coming in. I think everybody, like, even the Fusion, he's amazing. There's a lot of people very upset that he's as good as he is. There's people, everybody's skeptical about how difficult the Fusion's going to be. No one's really expecting anything from any of the 5th anniversary events or the packs or whatever free stuff they're going to give. I've seen, like, no positivity really about anything surrounding what's going on in Raid right now. And I think that's really a bummer. That's sad. Not in the way that, like, I feel bad for Plarium, because it's 100% self-inflicted. But it's still kind of a shame, just for what it is. You know, Summoner's War is on their 10th anniversary right now. And for months before it, there was hype about, what do you think they're going to do this year? What kind of scroll, what kind of Nat 5 summon event, or in Raid terms, what kind of legendary summon event do you think they're going to do this year? For months before it, people were hyped about it and speculating and optimistic, and there was just so much energy around it. And then the anniversary drops, and there's, I mean, more events than you could imagine as a Raid player. There's one event that lasts, I think there's still like 120 days left in it. And the way that it works is, just by logging in every day, you're checking in, and every certain number of check-ins you get to summon a Nat 5 or legendary into this pool up to 10 times, and then you get to pick which one of the 10 you want. And you don't have to log in 120 times. They are really good about letting their events run way longer than you need them to run to finish them, so that if you miss some days, or if you're a returning player or whatever, you're not excluded. So it's not 120 logins. It's not, I don't remember how many it is, but it's not even close to that. But you'll pull, in essence, 10 legendaries that sit in this pool, and whenever you want, you can pull one. So if there's one you're really after and you pull them on the second pull, you can go ahead and take them. You want to wait and pull all 10 and then see which one you want out of the 10. And that's just one of the many, many, many events they're doing. In Watcher of Realms, the banners, the summoning banners come up, and there's hype about it, and there's speculation about what's going to happen in the Valentine's Day event. And they did a bunch of stuff for Valentine's Day, and like every holiday that comes up, Watcher of Realms seems to kind of bring a lot with it. So there's now this energy and speculation around, what do you think they're going to do for this? What do you think this is going to be? And there's excitement, and then it comes, and most people are pretty happy about it. And it is these are all mobile game audiences, so there are of course going to be people that don't like what you're doing, but the overall sentiment for a lot of this stuff in other games is very positive, which shows that it's not really that hard to do. You know what I mean? And then back to Raid, it's like every video is like, you know, someone was talking about Hell Hades doing a test video on the Fusion, and the Fusion's so crazy strong, and what they quoted him at one point, I think, saying like, I don't think Plarium thought this through. You know what I mean? There's just like no positivity. Again, 100% self-inflicted by Plarium. This is 5 years of doing like mostly the wrong thing, and I feel like that's such a shame. I feel like in that way, it's so sad to be a Raid player. 5th anniversary should be the biggest thing they've done up to this point. This should have the most hype. There should be the most unique stuff, the most fun stuff, the most inclusive stuff. This is a big deal. I talk about this kind of every time there's an anniversary event, and every time they do it wrong. Every time it's so underwhelming. But this is it. This is the big event of your events every year. Bigger than Christmas, bigger than any other holiday, bigger than anything else that you do. This is it. This is the one where you go, thanks, guys. Wow. 5 years. You've kept us not only floating, but relevant for 5 years. Thanks. Here's some cool stuff to show you we appreciate it. Here's some unique to the 5th anniversary style events and game modes and cosmetics, and none of that is happening. Maybe it will. And I don't say that from a place of optimism. I say it from a place of anything's possible. But history tells us that it's not. I mean, do we even get avatars for anniversaries? You'd think I'd at least have a 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. They love their numbers. You know what I mean? They love dropping numbers. I don't even think we get limited time avatars or like limited edition avatars for the anniversary. That would be a pretty cool thing to have. A first anniversary avatar to kind of show that you've been here since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is so much going on in this game that they have so many opportunities to do so much cool stuff, and they're so singularly focused on money. They're so singularly focused on prying dollars out of people's wallets that if it can't be translated into profit, they're probably not going to do it. There could be... I mean, they have a skins system in the game, and we've got, what, like 9 skins? I don't know how many skins we have. Not nearly as many as you would think that we would have for as long as it's been in the game. But, like, there's so many opportunities to add some 5th anniversary skins. They are decorating the Bastion this year, apparently, which is cool. That's a cool step up from what we've seen from them. But for everything that we've seen about what's coming, like the sneak peek video, it's going to be the same events. They run the same events all year. You know what I'm saying? And then they just theme them differently. So, like, it's a dragon tournament, or it's a 5th anniversary dragon tournament. But it's just a dragon tournament. It's the same shit. You're either getting pieces for the 5th anniversary fusion or not. Or pieces for another fusion, or just random stuff. But there's like, give us a 5th anniversary shop. Give us a 5th anniversary currency. Put some skins in that shop. Put some legendary books in that shop. Put an avatar in that shop. You know what I mean? It's so easy. There are dozens and dozens of opportunities for them to make this a big deal that they won't capitalize on. Almost certainly. They almost certainly won't capitalize on any of it. And I think that's really a shame. I think in a lot of ways it can be such a bummer to be a raid player. You know, I think they're so lucky that the community's so cool. Because almost everybody that I talk to, when we get to talking about raid and we start to talk about the positives of raid, like what is it you like about raid? Why is it you keep playing? Almost exclusively, the number one answer is the community, which is so strange, ultimately, that we all, for the most part, seem to stay with this game because the community is as cool as it is. And again, that's not to say that there's no fun to be had in the game. The champ design is great. There's a lot of champs. There's a ton of content. There are positive things to be said about the game. I don't know that there's a lot of positive things to be said about Plarium, and that's really what it's more about. Because of Plarium, I feel like it's kind of a bummer sometimes to be a raid player, when it should be quite the opposite. Based on everything we know, this 5th anniversary event is really just going to be another grind fest. It's going to be another bummer of a grind fest. When it absolutely shouldn't be. It just really shouldn't be. If there's one time each year to not have it be that way. Again, I think even over Christmas, I think it's your anniversary event. I think Christmas should kind of be that way too, to be honest, but I would take anniversary event over holidays. This is supposed to be the one. This is about celebrating with your players that the game is still thriving. And they don't. The way that they celebrate is, here's the same shit we've been doing with a number on it. Give me money. Here's what is shaping up to be the most difficult fusion. Based on how strong the champ seems, if we go by if we operate based on what we know historically about Plarium, this was going to be a very difficult fusion. And that's how we're going to celebrate the 5th anniversary, with perhaps one of the more brutal grinds we've ever seen. It's just aggravating, man. It's just really a bummer. It's just a bummer. That's really the best way I know how to put it. And I don't know. I figured we would just chat about that for a minute. So I don't know. Am I wrong? Is there anybody that's excited? I haven't seen any comments of people going, I'm stoked for this. So if you're one of those people, let me know. And let me know why. Are you new? Is this your first year and you don't know yet? You don't know Plarium well enough yet? Have you been here for a while and you just are very optimistic that they're eventually going to figure it out and turn it around? Do you just feel differently about it all completely? Do you not have a problem with Plarium and the way things go? I don't know. I think that's probably pretty interesting on a few different levels. So again, not a huge point to this one, just kind of a discussion video. I'm interested to know where you guys are at with this one, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I would love to be wrong at some point. I would love to be wrong. I really genuinely would. I wish they would surprise me with some of this 5th anniversary stuff. I wish there would be some fun limited time game modes. I wish they would capitalize on any of the many opportunities they have to capitalize and make this fun. But I have no reason to think they will. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that's it. I'm getting out of here. Appreciate you guys hanging out and having a discussion with me. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.